Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Ah, I am. Luna and I had a nice walk. We went around the neighborhood, checked it out. We had a good time. So I had a couple of shorter videos, and I talked about how beneficial AI was with me. And I need to, so quick summary of those and how beneficial it was. So the problem I was having, and I mentioned this in the other videos, was uh, there's non-printable characters, and the software that I'm supporting, that's our standard for our documentation, didn't didn't support those characters. Luna, and then oh, never mind, I got it. I thought it rolled under. So I had to scrub that stuff out. And at first I tried to scrub it with a little pinpoint accuracy, and the AI was very helpful. And then when I found out that there were other conversions going on, me and the other senior dev or the team lead, we agreed to remove everything that's not supported, which was everything that was an ASCII. So we told our QA team this is what was happening, and this is the areas you might want to check out. And so all that got out there and got going. Then here's a backfiring car, and she doesn't like that because it sounds a little bit like gunfire. During hunting season, she really doesn't like to be outside. Um, so we had the uh, so anyways, so the AI gave me really good help. Now, it couldn't help with the diagnostics as much because that was just something I needed to do. I need to get off my butt, like I'm getting off my butt for Luna, and go out there and do analysis on the different areas where the information is going through. And I thought about it. I don't think there was anything that it could have done. I could have maybe copied and pasted in some stuff from logs into it, but I right now the interface to the AI is somewhat uh, messed up. So it's hold on just a second. Okay, I just wanted to correct the view a little bit. Everybody was kind of watching like this. I don't watch a little more like that. So anyway, give your neck a little bit more exercise. That's one of the downsides of the AI right now is that it's the interface to communicate with it is uh, the same thing as my tool that produces my documents. It's the ASCII interface. So it just like the other tool, it'll strip out some detailed information like that. But that's okay. The big thing is it took help me, when it gave me I knew an approach to removing the information, and it gave me a little bit better approach. And as any programmer will tell you, um, we use something called regex, which is a regular expression, and it's kind of cryptic how you write it. And it wrote it for me, and I actually never write them myself. Luna, Luna, I went under. So it was very helpful in getting that information to me and get it in the format that I needed it, because I would have just had to search for it, because it's something I can't do unless there's a few times you use some regex things that are very common, like character size or zip codes or some other stuff like that. You can, or emails that I've used in the past, and I just remember how to do the format, but it's kind of difficult. So the AI did that for me. I didn't have to search for it. And uh, it was when you're doing code, they have something called paired programming. And that's what my next part of this video is going to be about. But when you do paired programming, you have to get the other person, the other programmer. You guys have to be on the same page. You have to be doing the same thing. You have to be understanding the same information. It can be cumbersome. You really have to find somebody that you work well with. And I'm afraid that's not always that easy, especially in a nerd environment. There's a lot of nerds that don't do things socially very well. So, and oh, Luna, again, another. Um, it develops. I mean, not it develop, it's problematic to sync up in a way that's not uncomfortable. And I felt a little bit like I had a partner in the AI that I could talk with. Couldn't verbally talk with it. I could type to it. I mean, that's just something else we could overcome eventually. But in an office environment, it's always you always have to worry about it. Anyway, audio can be difficult. Um, but I could type to it, and I felt like it was trying to help me, and I could give it thumbs up and thumbs down feedback to let it know when it's doing good, doing bad. And I mean, a couple of times it gave stuff that I was like, no, that's nowhere near what I needed. It wasn't like wrong as much as it was just uh, a variation of what I was asking. What I asked may have been confusing. I didn't think so, but I didn't ask like somebody else to come over and look and say, hey, is this confusing? So that might have been the problem. Okay, so the second part of this is Microsoft has come out with something called Copilot. A friend of mine uh, uh, put up on his chat uh, that he's using Code GPT, which is free. Oh, it's free. Hmm. Don't know if I want to use a free product. How do they make their money? Oh. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about them. Like, I don't know. Huh. Um, Microsoft, on the other hand, maybe I could sell them for more money if they did something to me. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, they came out with something called Copilot, which is tied into the OpenAI, and it sits there and it helps you identify things that you might want to do when you're doing stuff. And one of the things that it says it helps with quite a bit is, well, I shouldn't say, Nick Chapsis is a guy that has a YouTube website. I recommend him highly if you do C sharp. He has some really good videos in there, and they're very up to date. He's trying some of the latest stuff. But anyways, one of the things he said he really liked about the Copilot was when you do things like PowerShell, which he says, developers do occasionally, but they don't. We don't. It's not like our core language most of the time. But you have a command, and the command like to copy this file to this file, copy this file from here to here. You can put these other commands as part of that copy. Like uh, if the file already exists, just override it. If there's a protection on it, do not do this. Some stuff like that. You can put these little extra things in there. And he said that a lot of times you don't know all the Luna. Now you put it under there. You don't know all the possibilities of your that you could put in that command because there's a whole bunch of them. Like you look at the command and you find what you want. There's a lot of stuff underneath you don't read because you're being expedient. You're just not spending a whole bunch of time becoming really familiar with a command. But the AI will, as the co-pilot, will pop up and tell you, oh, if you put this dash AA3 in there, then it will log a better error response in the event log if the copy fails. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. But he says that's one of those things where it's nice because it doesn't tell you all the commands. It specifically tells you a command that may or may not be useful for you. And then you could say, hey, write a unit test for this class here I got. Oh, here you go. Here's a unit test. There you go. Yeah, the Copilot thing looks really nice. And again, I don't have to work with a nerd like me. I mean, I'm particular in some of the stuff that I do, right? I get up at a certain time. I like to work in a certain. I usually work about 20 to 30 minutes on code, depending on how you get locked into an analysis. But then I'd like to take a 10-minute break, and then I'll walk around, talk to somebody, and then I just it's just exercise. Get up, move around. I like to walk to one side of our building. Hey, that interrupts paired programming. Guess what? You have to find somebody that's willing to walk with you. May not work out that well. Got to synchronize your bathroom breaks. There you go. Never a good thing. Anyways, so there you go. Oh, and tomorrow, what I plan on talking, if unless I hear something that pings me, because this AI stuff is going gangbusters, and Microsoft is leading the way. Ooh, buddy, it's kicking ass. Google is really not doing well. They have a system called Bard. But anyways, that's what I want to talk about tomorrow. So let me cut you guys loose. You guys have a good day, and let's this AI craziness soak in a little bit. I'm looking forward to it. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Say bye. Bye, Luna.